Welcome to another installment of Lifted TV. I'm Mr. Lifted Locks. And when we all get locks, and we have young locks and they're mature, the hardest thing with immature locks is wanting them to mature faster. I get a lot of people ask me, how do I make my locks mature faster? What are the things that I can do to help it? And to be honest, the biggest thing I tell people is patience. Patience, patience, patience. Nothing good that's substantial happens overnight, over time. It just takes time for it to happen and to grow and mature. But I'm going to give you some tips because there are things that you can be doing right now that can help your locks mature faster. So let me help you with that. First thing you should do, this is my Dread soap. It's from Dolly Locks here in St. Pete, Florida. The Dread soap. This will help your hair mature faster. Not this soap in particular, but soap. Washing your hair helps your locks mature faster. When you wash your hair and you put the soap in, you scrub it in, right? You're creating frizz. While you're creating frizz and you're rubbing it around, that rubbing is creating the knots, right? It is creating the knots which are eventually going to form on the foundation of your dreadlocks. And also, if you have dirty hair, right? Let's just say this is a hair follicle, this is dirty, and this is all dirty and it's greasy. When it interacts with other hair follicles, it's going to slip off because it's dirt and grime and grease. But if it's clean, it's going to catch, and then that catching is going to form knots and form other knots and form other knots and form other knots, and it's going to be the foundation of your dreadlocks. So cleaning your hair, washing your hair, I don't know why, it's just miseducation. People have this miseducation thinking they don't wash their hair, people with dreads don't wash their hair, or they're dirty or dingy. But in actuality, washing your hair will make your hair dread faster. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is satin headscarf. At night, you should always try and wrap your hair up with something satin, because what satin does is it holds the moisture inside your hair, and it also prevents you from when you sleep, from getting cotton and lint and different things on your hair from your pillows. But when you put it in something tight like this, you're putting your dreadlocks, these are, my four fingers are individual dreadlocks, it squeezes them together, and you tossing and turning is forcing them to rub against each other, and it's forcing them to interact with each other, creating knots. And again, knots are going to be the basis. If you do not separate them, these would congo, or would form one. But these, moving, the tossing, the turning of you from side to side, head on your pillow, is what causes dreadlocks, is the foundation of the knots coming together. So number two is wear satin scarf. And number three, if you're really one of those people that are against they just want it now, the instant gratification, I do not recommend you use wax. Wax is a non-positive to use in your hair, but a good alternative to wax is this product right here. This is Tahid Wali. This is Tight Hold, and what this product is it's a first of all, it's a all natural organic product. Its smell is intoxicating. It does smell like coconut naturally because coconut oil is in here, but it's a wax alternative. So when you get out of the shower, your hair is all frizzy. And if you want to help maintain that frizz, you put, dime size amount palm roll, and this is residue free. It will not cause any buildup. I have a very sensitive scalp. It has not caused any buildup on me. It has not caused any flaking, and it just holds the loose hairs down. So when you palm roll it, it gives it a cleaner, neater sections, and like I said, it's a great alternative to wax because wax is one of the worst things you could put in your hair. And I've known many people with locks. This is actually my second set of locks, and my first set of locks that I had for 6 years. I had to cut out the initial. Once it reached good length, I cut a good 3 inches off because that's where all my starter locks were full of wax, and I'll never make that mistake again. So if you use wax or if you're thinking about it, don't use wax. Use other alternatives, and this is a good one. So those three things: washing your hair on a consistent basis. I wash my hair. I live in Florida. It's very hot, it's humid, and I have a high activity level. So I wash my hair at least twice a week. And that works great. Scalp looks good. My locks feel good, and they thank me for it. So, washing your hair on a consistent basis. Number one, wearing a satin head covering to go to bed or at night when you lay your head down. Number two. And number three, if you don't have to, the first two options are great, but if you're just one of those clean, neat, if you're in a professional setting, I work in a very professional setting, and I have to keep my dreads, somewhat neat because I interact with a lot of, nurses and doctors and residents' families, so that's why I use this product. But it's a great product. It's a good wax alternative. So, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to put them down. Also, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's your daily dose of positivity, dreadlock style. Any questions, comments, concerns, also put them down, and I'll do my best to get back at you. Um, this channel is all about positivity and lifting people up. I'm only as strong as my weakest link, so together we can grow, together we can become strong, and the great dreadlock community should be nothing but love and peace and just helping others through their own experience. So please feel free. Have a blessed day.